guys, about 2 weeks ago the last part of my Hungarian language video series was published on YouTube. It was about bouncing back and developing resilience. And I want to speak about my future plans with my next videos to YouTube. Before I do that, I just want to call your attention to my book on resilience. So if you are interested in the topic and you want to learn more, then just check out my book. It's available on Amazon in all markets. Now, my plans for the future. I want to create English language videos mostly, but I will also have a couple of Hungarian ones. I have more ambitions than time, so I will progress slowly. I want to focus on 3 areas, all related to resilience and change, and the research I have done on these fields so far. So the first area is about meditation. I want to create a few meditation videos for your convenience if you want to start meditation. Something like a timed meditation video where you can start and set it up and just meditate for 5, 10 or 15 or 20 minutes with the help of this video. So something like guided meditation videos with a similar purpose. Just I tell some introduction in the first part of the video, and I let you relax and focus inwards in the second part. I also want to make videos on meditation to explain how it works based on my book. If you are impatient because it will take time to get there, I just recommend my meditation book, which is also available on YouTube. Not YouTube, Amazon. It is about the background of meditation, mostly mindfulness meditation, about theory behind it, explaining why it will work for everyone, regardless of beliefs or spiritual tradition or your spirituality, level of spirituality at all. And then some practical guidelines, and in the last chapter I speak about expanding your practice to everyday life or work life, and going beyond your simple daily meditation practice. Now, if you are impatient to start before you learn, because developing a sound meditation practice takes time, then I have a little book. It's really small, about 40 pages, and it is also available on Amazon, but you can also download it from my website. I will put the link of the website in the description, and also overlay somewhere here on the video. So if you want to start quickly, then I recommend this little book because it is short and gives you a practice to start with, but it will not explain everything deeply. So it is just a short, quick start guide. And then that's one field I want to focus on. The other thing is about my next topic in this resilience series, which is change. The nature of change, how we relate to change, how we go through change in our life. And I just want to make some samples of thoughts from my coming book, which is also at least 1 year from now. Maybe more, because I really don't have much time to write and much time to make these videos, but I like to do it, and I am eager to show it to you, so I just try to catch up and make some progress. So I want to make these videos about learning about how we react to change why we always lag behind the events coming in our life, and why it takes time to accommodate changes in our life, and how can we survive this easier, and how can we make the adaptation process to changes in our life easier, maybe more efficient. How can we prepare for change? How can we use change for helping us move forward? And maybe this will be a smaller part because the book is not finished yet. So my thoughts are still in the making, so still in the formation, because writing a book not only takes time because I don't type too fast, but because you think about it a little more deeply. You rewrite sometimes one chapter or the other, and it is not only about editing grammar mistakes and such things, but editing content, how you phrase it, how you figure it out, and what you find really important to talk about, and what is something that you mentioned, but then you just decide to delete it. So it will be less emphasized in my coming video series. The third topic is project management. This is a field I am more confident because this is what I make for a living, so I have plenty of models, thoughts, concepts I can share with you, and I try to strike a balance here between professional stuff, mostly aimed at practicing project managers or people who are not project managers but work on projects or getting involved as stakeholders or team members, and maybe it will help them to understand a few things so they can survive the projects they participate in a little more easily. So I will probably have plenty of shorter videos on this field because I have many concepts to share with, and I try to figure out what, based on your reactions, that what would worth more elaboration, what is more interesting to you. But I will also add the private life application of the project approach, and I was struggling to find the right words because I don't want to make it like professional stuff applied to your everyday life, but I just try to use the underlying concepts which are really not limited to a professional environment, and explain how you can use them in your everyday life without being too rigorous about methods and tools, and without focusing more on how to do something than achieving the results you wish for. So basically that's it, and this is the point where I would recommend another book. It is mostly for professional purposes, but it will be easy on you, I promise, because this is a little book again, so it's just like maybe 120 pages. It is about digital transformation. This is something affects many of us in our workplace today, and mostly it is considered as something technical belonging to the realm of information technology, and considered something you are not really interested in, or something you cannot have a voice in, but just suffer from the changes when you go through an implementation of a new system at your workplace. But I want to show you, so this is not a technical book, I want to show you that transformation is more about, digital transformation is more about transformation than going digital. So we are already living in a digital world. We just need to learn how to use it in a human way. So my purpose with this book was exactly to show that if we focus on the human aspect, if we focus on how we can use technology in a way it helps our life and helps us create more free time while we are doing the same amount of work, I mean considering the results, and what we need to understand so technology works for us and not instead of fighting against technology all day long because we don't want to live in a cage, in a digital cage. So my purpose with this book is showing that if you focus on transformation, it will really help to change your life and make things easier. And I also show that exactly for this reason, you should not be excluded from the process and just suffer from it, but participate deeply in transformation projects and really have a stake in these projects. Now this will be my 3 focus areas, and I will focus on my English language videos mainly, but I also have a 4th topic which would be more in Hungarian, and I don't know, I haven't decided yet if I make many videos in this topic or just a few ones, or maybe not at all. I have an old book, it is about, I don't know, about 10 or 12 years old, I don't know already. Yes, it's 12. And it was for non-economists about how the economy works. The reason I am considering making videos on this topic in Hungarian is that we are now living in an era of crises and changes, especially in Hungary, in economic terms, and maybe if we understand the underlying principles, the driving factors behind all these changes and crises we experience in our everyday life, then it will be easier to go through it, and maybe I can give some hope that it won't last forever and won't last. I would also say that it won't last too long. Of course, it depends. So I wouldn't like to live this way for another year either. But maybe that's not the long run. So it may take a few years, but not decades, I guess. At least I hope so, and I have a reason to think so. So and maybe I can also help you find solutions or avoid traps at least. Avoid rhetorics that just intended to keep you blind about real reasons and delay the changes that would help us get rid of these struggles. And there is another theme I would like to go in. It is about moments of my life experience, just mostly from the past, just to show you something about my background, my history, and I mean not deeply personal things, just something someone who doesn't know me can also relate to. So it's just not personal details which would not be too interesting. I didn't have really adventurous life, so it's not for that purpose. But I can show some interesting things that where I am coming from, and how that shaped my way of thinking, and how it could also help you understand a few things, maybe from my work and maybe from your own life as well. So these are my plans. There will be different formats like talking head videos, just like this one, or I plan to go outside and make maybe similar videos, but outside in nature, so it may be a little bit more interesting. I may add some movement or B-rolls, just to, especially with my private history or background videos, just to show you around some illustration. It also about my learning process, which is also related to change, the topic of my next book, because I just started making YouTube videos seriously maybe about a year ago, but as I don't have much time, it is like if you start it a little more intensely, then you could get to this point within 3 months or 4. But it doesn't really matter. So it is mostly about learning, change, and giving back to you in the process. Just transferring what I already know from other fields. Using a media I am still learning to use, and trying to make some value. So this is it. This is it for now. These are my plans. I hope you will find some of my creations interesting. I hope you did find some of my videos interesting, and I am eager to see the results myself. I mean, not only your feedbacks, but also how my videos turn out to look and sound, and whether I myself will like them, and how quickly I can progress in this media. Thank you for your attention and time and consideration. And please check out my previous videos on my channel. So if you are watching this video, then you already found it. I don't think that I need to tell you how to find it again, but I hope you will enjoy it. Bye.